Alhamdulillah wa kafa wa salamun ala ibadihi alladhina istafa amma ba'd. Respected listeners, we completed a number of surahs from the 25th part of the Qur'an today. All of these surahs are of the Meccan period, and as some of you may have gathered from the Urdu summary, the topics are very, very similar. And just as a summary, I would mention that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mainly speaks of the signs in His creation, His power, the signs of His oneness. Similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala speaks briefly about the peoples of the past who opposed their prophets alayhi salatu wasalam and who were destroyed as a result. Not much mention of them has been made today, except for a brief mention of Sayyidina Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam and a brief story of Banu Israel and Sayyidina Musa alayhi salatu wasalam's encounter with Fir'aun. Apart from that, the main topics were Allah's signs in His creation. Similarly, the mushrikeen of Quraysh would pose many questions to the Prophet ﷺ, objecting to his preaching, also posing questions to him and making demands of him. And Rasulullah ﷺ would wait for these revelations from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah Azza wa Jal has answered many of their demands or many of their objections in various ways. So much of the contents of the surah is about this. Another topic of these Meccan surahs today is examples of shirk and tawheed, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in different ways not criticizes but ridicules and debases the practice of shirk, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala points out the weakness and the the helplessness and the weakness of those deities that they falsely worship besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Another topic covered in today's surahs is that of the Day of Judgment, and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will decide between mankind, and how Allah will divide believers into two groups. And then in some of these surahs, Allah has mentioned the pleasures of Jannah and the pleasures and blessings of Jannah. Allah has also mentioned the punishments and the tortures of Jahannam. And finally, another topic covered in virtually all of these surahs, and especially towards the end, where Allah Azza wa Jal often ends some of these Meccan surahs with His own praise and with His own glorification. And with this, we completed today's 25th part. I accept that the summary is very brief. Like I said, the topics are very, very similar, so if I was to go through each surah, I'd probably be just mentioning the same thing over and over again. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us a tawfiq to understand. Sallallahu wa sallam ala abdihi wa rasulih nabiyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.
This lecture was given by Shaykh Abu Yusuf Riyadh al-Haq and has been presented to you by Al-Kawthar Productions. For further information, additional lectures and books, contact us on 0121 773 5191 or alternatively by post at Al-Kawthar Productions, P.O. Box 6008, Birmingham, B10 0UW, United Kingdom, or visit our website at www.alkawtharacademy.org. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.